I kind of want to talk about the constant narrative about immigrants coming and taking US jobs and American jobs, and we need to stop immigration altogether until the economy recovers or for good. I'm actually really nervous to be making this video, but for some reason I felt that with everything going on, I think it's important to maybe address some controversial issues with respect to immigration. Aside from the contentious racial issues that we're hearing about, we are living through a worldwide pandemic currently. It's also an election year. Immigration is at the forefront with respect to what we should do moving forward with our economy due to the damages sustained because of COVID-19. This might be something that needs to be addressed and help people understand. I probably will get a lot of negative comments based on my point of view, but you know, this is my channel, so I feel like if I want to discuss my point of view or this perspective, I should be allowed to. I did a little bit of research because aside from my current position, I wanted to give you actual numbers from experts that have done the research themselves, and I'm not just making this up. First and foremost, there are many industries in the United States that actually rely on guest workers, temporary visa holders, people that are not US citizens and not lawful permanent residents. And these industries rely on the temporary workers to survive. For example, farming, forestry, packing, hospitality, communications, IT, and even healthcare. They have thousands and thousands and thousands of temporary workers here in the United States that are helping maintain this industry, which the entire country depends on. There was a study done recently that found that 55% of US tech startups that are valued at $1 billion or more actually were founded or co-founded by an immigrant. There's so many companies, very, very famous companies in the United States that were either founded by immigrants, co-founded, or their current CEO is an immigrant. Everyone knows Elon Musk, you know, the CEO of Tesla, SpaceX. He founded PayPal. So Elon Musk first started working in the United States with an H-1B visa. He's from South Africa. He did a study in the United States temporarily before founding his first company, and he obtained an H-1B visa and has been here ever since. So in addition to Elon Musk, the co-founder of Uber is an immigrant, the co-founder of WeWork, Poshmark, the CEO of Instacart, other companies like DoorDash, Robinhood. All of these companies were either founded, co-founded, or currently have a CEO that was an immigrant to this country. And these companies employ thousands and thousands of people in our nation, most of which are American workers. So the idea that immigrants are hurting our economy, hurting our society by taking American jobs is meant to push certain platforms, certain agendas in order to get you to vote a certain way. A lot of foreign workers and the presence of immigrants is necessary to boost American business, not take American jobs. I'm a US citizen. I was born in this country. I went to school in this country. I've worked in this country. And through my current occupation as a business immigration attorney, I was able to directly witness the benefits and contributions that many immigrants bring to this country. I have met some of the most brilliant people. I've realized that a lot of people have this misconception, like if you encounter someone on the street and you're unable to communicate with them, maybe their English isn't as good or they don't speak English at all, and you just assume because they're unable to communicate with you that they might be dumb or inferior to you because they can't understand you or you can't understand them. And some of these people are extremely brilliant, extremely knowledgeable. It's just a language barrier. Imagine if you spoke their language. What knowledge would they be able to bestow upon you? Just because you don't understand them doesn't make them any less than. I understand we're in the United States and it's, expected that everyone speaks English when you're here, but when you travel to another country, now you would hate to figure out that they think you're dumb because you're unable to speak a language other than English. So just because there's a communication barrier and they might not understand you or you might not understand them, doesn't mean that they're not worthy or valuable to our economy. With respect to the immigration system and petitioning, it's broken up into two major parts. The family-based side caters to our most inherent sense of humanity. It's in place because we understand that in some cases, families shouldn't be apart. We as humans allow for families to stay together. But with respect to employment-based petitions, whether it's for work visas or green cards, you have to be able to prove that you meet certain eligibility requirements in order to obtain permanent residency here in the United States. And the whole idea behind employment-based petitions, and you're bringing your expertise, your knowledge to the United States to benefit the United States. Due to the pandemic and due to the high unemployment rate, there has been many discussions about suspending certain temporary visa work programs, imposing more restrictions on them. We live in a time where everything is about the global marketplace, and the United States position is critical to the success of our society. The dollar is valued against other countries' currencies. It's a global marketplace. And in order to succeed in the global marketplace, we need knowledge of international customs, legislations. We need people that have international contacts. We need to attract foreign investment to stimulate our economy. Those that are coming here to work in the finance field, wealth management, for example, to work in our banking industry, they have those contacts back home and can explain US financial products and offer US real estate to foreign nationals so they can bring their money and put it into our economy. It's very, very simple. Think about the scientists that have helped our country get to this point. Some of the best scientists during the wars were from another country. H-1Bs, as I mentioned, was how Elon Musk first started working in the United States. And had the H-1B program not existed, who knows if our country would have benefited from PayPal, Tesla, and his other companies that have employed thousands and thousands of workers in the United States and contributed millions and millions and millions of dollars to the United States. A lot of IT companies have foreign workers here on H-1B. And despite this day and age being such a huge technology era, and it's been for a while, there aren't many American workers in the IT field. If we got rid of every foreign worker that was here on an H-1B working in the IT field, what's gonna happen? We rely heavily on our technology, our cell phones, our iPads, our laptops, our cameras, servers that companies use to protect confidential information. There's so many other things that I can't even think of right now that would be heavily impacted and affected if we got rid of the H-1B visa program. With respect to the L1 program, if you don't know, the L1 is specifically for intra-company transferees. What that means is there are foreign entities outside of the United States. There are many, many banks that have international presence. There are many oil and gas companies that have an international presence. In order to expand operations into the United States, they need to send those individuals that have knowledge of their operation and organization to head operation here. So the L1 program allows companies to transfer managers and executives, as well as those that have specialized knowledge of their proprietary technology and information, to be transferred here to help either grow the business or to lead the business, which thereby employs US workers. If they are unable to send their people, their managers, their CEOs from their companies to the United States, why would they invest in our country? Why would they open a US operation, a US office, if they can't get the necessary qualified people here to run it? The impact that multinational corporations actually have on the United States is astounding. It's incredible. And if only you knew the numbers involved and the benefits from having multinational corporations have US offices, US operations, and expand, you would be shocked. Or maybe you wouldn't. Toyota, Honda, Lamborghini, Fiat, Mercedes. Imagine if they were unable to expand into the US market. Imagine how different life would be. How different what life would be today if we never allowed any immigrant, temporary workers to come here and work here. Where would we be? What are we afraid of? Competition? Everyone's so afraid to have people to compete against. But I can honestly tell you that competition brings out the best in you. I myself have gone my entire life with playing sports, team sports, basketball, volleyball, running track. And I can honestly tell you that without competition, you do not progress. You cannot get better. How are you supposed to determine your abilities if you don't have anything to compare it to? You hear time and time again coaches saying, in order to be the best, we have to beat the best. If you're prohibiting the best from working here and competing with you, then you will never be the best yourself. Competition is good. If you miss out on an opportunity because you weren't the best in the room, that's going to make you get better, work harder, study more, and you'll find an opportunity that's better suited for you and inherently pushes you to be the top in what you're doing. This whole mentality that everything should be given to you, handed to you without even having to work for it, is the type of mentality that will get you nowhere. In my time as an immigration attorney, I have met extremely brilliant, amazing people that are doing nothing else but contributing to our country, helping make sure that Americans get to continue to enjoy the type of lifestyle that we currently live. Think about the many jobs that no US workers want to take. Would you have food on your table? So that's just something to think about. Think about where this country would be if we didn't have Einstein. If we prohibited foreign nationals from bringing their talents to our country, the impact to our economy from this pandemic would be exponential. What we're seeing right now is a temporary slowdown of our economy, an obstacle that we must overcome, and we will. But if we prohibit and no longer promote the international exchange of information, of expertise and talents, we will fall behind in the global marketplace. We will most certainly fall behind, lag, and the effects that you'll see currently are incalculable. I know this video was long. It probably, I don't know if it's even gonna see the light of day. I couldn't keep bringing updates to this channel without addressing the fact that, or at least helping people understand that everything is not how it seems. If you've made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you watching. I hope there's a better understanding as to why the US immigration system is in place in the first place, and why we have been able to grow and develop and take the position as the best country in the world. It is because we have had the help of millions of people from across the world bring their expertise, bring their brain, their brilliant minds to help our country and to help you be where you are today. Have the things that you have, the luxury of having a phone to watch this video, a computer, however you're watching this video. I can almost guarantee a foreign worker, an immigrant, someone that was not born in this country had a hand in providing that for you. So I'm just gonna end this video right here. I don't know if I'm going to actually upload it. I don't know how long it's gonna stay up on my channel. I don't know if I'm going to get tremendous negative feedback. I don't know if I'm going to get positive feedback. I have no idea. And that's a scary thought when you're first trying to grow your channel. I'm super appreciative and thankful to the 1,000 subscribers that I have currently. We got to this point very quickly, I think, in a matter of a little short of 2 months. I thank everyone for watching and being supportive of my channel and the videos that I upload. I will continue to do my best to stay current and relevant and bring the most up-to-date information for you. So yeah, I'm just gonna sign off here and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.